Well, somehow I drew the short stick again. Right above me is the room that I was in. And I swear the dead bell just went off. Holy shit, holy shit.
Hello?
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the way. Well, actually, we're only, what, 8 minutes away, I'd say? Yep, 8 minutes.
3.5 miles.
3.5 miles away from Linville Manor. We have this place till what, 11 a.m. the next day? So we can do whatever we want. Well, pause. We have a guest, so there will be 4 of us.
And the owner, Wynn, will be coming out to give us some of the history on the building itself.
Yeah.
And the property, honestly.
Yeah. We'll get the rundown, and it'll be I think it'll be a nice, eventful night. I've heard rumors of a trickster in this place, so we'll, maybe we'll...
And a lurker that likes to watch people sleep.
And a cat.
Yeah, and a cat.
And a cat. I want to get a kitty cat on film. That should be funny. Transfer complete. Transfer complete.
All right. We are going to be pulling up.
Oh shit. Oh my goodness, she's so shaky. I am sorry. I am sorry.
This is probably our
Is that the caretaker guy?
person that's going to be helping us check in.
That's a big old house, buddy.
It's a mansion.
I'll fucking find you, I know. That's the tree, huh?
Yeah, that would be it.
Oh, yeah, it looks like a pretty big tree. Wow.
All right.
Bro, this place is, like, I know it was a big place. I know it was a mansion, but, like, it's actually way bigger than I thought it was.
That's what she said.
I was waiting for
Is
it.
that what we were waiting for?
I guess.
All right. Let's go check her out.
Probably both. I scared myself in the reflection.
Let's go.
Oh, spider. Oh, flowers up to you.
Where?
You're good. Gone now. I went through it.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Well, past the smell test. It definitely smells old. That one sounds a bit older, a little bit softer. Look, you can see the ivory. It's like coming off of these. Oh my god.
Is this the bathroom? Is this
pink
the
bathroom.
This is supposedly the non-believer bathroom.
What is that?
Let's take note of the position of the shower curtain.
I didn't know about the non-believer bathroom.
Let's take note of the position of the shower curtain because this moved on Sam and Colby.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was. You know what?
Let's make it real.
Yeah. All
right.
So we just closed it.
We closed it. Welcome.
Hello, Olivia.
Hello. We have explored this and the upstairs a little bit, but we haven't been downstairs. We're waiting for you.
Oh, yay, thank you.
I want you to open the door.
Yeah, this is cool.
Oh, so it's a...
Ooh, it's musky down here.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Jake are going through these things.
Yep.
Alright, I'll shut the door so if it's open, we'll come back up. What's that? Oh, it's like damp.
I think it's just the.
Oh, no?
No, it's just a finish.
Oh, this is way larger than I thought it was. There's a pink one. Oh, look at
Chair in the
this.
corner, I don't like it.
That
Look
chair.
at this. I don't like that.
You don't like that chair?
Uh-uh.
What do we got right here?
Dude, is that a crystal ball?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, dude, I wasn't
What?
expecting there to be a woman there. Hello? All right, well, what's this say?
She blinks.
Rose Nose. Oh, her name's Rose. Hi, Rose. Is it doing anything for you? Because it's not doing a thing for me.
Yeah.
It's doing. I gotta take a...
Wait, flip it around, see what happens.
It's the same.
Oh, man.
Shall we go grab our stuff and start
Charge
charging
it up
shit?
and figure some shit out.
Yeah.
I'll say a lot of things that are connected to paranormal, but I'm not the expert. It's just at this point so many psychics, mediums, investigators, researchers have come to the house I have a lot of like side knowledge from them.
Uh-huh.
So the fact that I'm telling you that this tree, which is the second oldest beech tree in the state of Maryland, is a portal, is not me being like, that tree is a portal. That is me being like, verified psychics came to the house and said, this is a portal, and it is a good method for people to ground themselves with the house when they come here, because especially if people are interested in the paranormal, this is a way to, one, commune with the grounds, but also if things get intense, because there are lots of different kinds of spirits here.
Mm-hmm.
Most are nice, but a couple of things are a little bit like, we don't know. We don't know why there's negative energy. We don't know why they make people feel oppressed. But if you're starting to feel that and it just won't shake, you're to come out to the tree and hug it. So we're all gonna go do a little tree hugging.
Let's do it.
You don't have to fully embrace the bark, but you know, they literally just say that laying your hand on it, and it's crazy because I don't feel like in this day and time we take a lot of time to just do this, but if you put your hand on this tree, you cannot tell me that you're not like feeling something. Like it has a vibration to it. It was here from the founding of the first house, the first farm, which is late 1600s is when the grant was actually given to the Bowie family. And in those days, they literally, like John Smith of John Smith and Pocahontas was back in England, and his role was to say, okay, we've got this new land to develop. He'd point at a map, do a little circle, and be like, all right, like, take it, which would be awesome. Like, don't you wish somebody would give you 300 acres?
That'd be beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golly.
That'd be pretty cool.
So he had the connection to the Bowies. He essentially said, do that, and they started working this land. So you have all these grounds dating back to like French and Indian War times, War of 1812. We have small cemetery that's connected, and it has Revolutionary War soldiers in it, famous doctors of the area. They date all the way back to those late 1600s times. So the first house, actually, once they kind of said, we're going to do this farm thing, we're going to make it happen, they named it Thorpeland Farm, and they built the house, the original one, in 1717. And that house stood its grounds, was the working 300-acre farm up until 1850. And in 1850, 1849, we know that there was a mysterious fire that burned the house to the ground. As I think I told you in the email, people have described the house as a fully charged battery just because I think throughout its entire history, it was very closed off as private residences. So people really didn't, to my knowledge, they didn't really do a lot of like investigating. I'm sure there were ghost stories in the families, but it wasn't like this where people were like, well, let's see if the science matches up. Yeah. So when I got the house, it was literally through this crazy online auction. Like some people will walk in and be like, oh wow, you inherited a nice house. I'm like, no, that is not what happened. I wish. But I literally got a new job in the area. I was looking for something cheap. Literally this house was hundreds of thousands of dollars cheaper than any like 2-bedroom house because it was in this foreclosed auction. The doors had been kicked in, the pipes had been stolen out, there were deer living in here. Oh, wow. So I tell people that because I'm like, seriously, I had to run the deer out. Like, that's what was going on. So the only thing that was in the house was actually this mirror and this piano, and somehow, against the odds, it survived. Like, nobody broke in here and destroyed it or stole it. You can see there's like some marks over there where they tried to drag the piano. There it is, like near your foot. Yeah, so like they tried to get the piano out, and then I'm pretty sure people are like, this is heavy. So they're like, leave it, just leave it. The wallpapers too are original to the 1950s. They survived the chaos. Gladys Johnson picked these out, so several of the bedrooms have very unique wallpapers. It wasn't my choice, but that's what she went with, and I think she did a great job. And now I'll just start getting into some of the stories, but like it was early on when I was starting that kind of construction phase where I was still working my day job and then coming back here to work on projects at night. And there would literally just be a chair here in the corner, and I would work on my emails and stuff. And towards like later hours of the night, more times than not, around 1:11 is what people started to pick up on. I would hear like a crashing noise coming from the dining room. It sounded like a toolbox falling, and I would go in there and check it out. Nothing out of place. At the time I had a dog. He would come in here and he would just stare at this entryway. And if you think about the original part of the house, this would have been an exit door from the home. There
Right.
wouldn't have been any more house after that. Lots of people from this point forward have reported like feeling like someone is standing there. Sometimes multiple people at night. People will see shadows kind of coming in and out. The show Kindred Spirits came. They picked up an SLS of an entity kind of like on repeat coming in and out through the room.
We already got footsteps.
So this is just we don't know who or what the rhyme or reason is, but this is kind of the only thing that feels sort of like a regenerative energy. So like maybe not an intelligent energy, but just like a replay. Like it's just constantly coming in and out of this area. I don't know if you've read or heard, but we also have a ghost cat here. Shadow the ghost cat. So that's an area where people will see a cat kind of dart in and out of the room. Sometimes people will feel like a brush on their leg here in the lounge or the dining room. Sometimes, if you're lucky, people will feel a full-on like jump up in the lap, like something jumps in their lap. Sometimes when they're getting ready for dinner. Shadow too, like some people will say, oh, there's a ghost cat. But I don't think a lot of locations have like a literal grave for the cat. So in that cemetery with the Revolutionary War soldiers, this cat is buried in the back. Talking to the family, they verified that yes, the cat lived here for 19 years. Welcome to the ballroom. A lot of things happen in here in the evenings too. Sometimes people hear like voices of men arguing, or in the early days people would say like, hey, did you come down to the house? Well, like down to this portion of the house like late at night, because like we heard some things and something else happened I'll get to in a minute. But I would tell people like, no, like we really don't come past the kitchen, when people are here, when guests are here, especially if you're doing an investigation. We're trying to be quiet, silent. So there's no explanation for any kind of noise unless it comes from your party if you're in this area or in the basement and most of the house. Sound doesn't really travel very well either, surprisingly. Probably because of the horsehair plaster walls, it gets absorbed because every wall has a little bit of space in between it. But yeah, like it's not us if you hear something in here. The other thing, as I mentioned to Sam and Colby, and perhaps they had an experience with this, they said, trust them. So like, let's trust them. I believe it because I live here. But chairs that are in this corner, sometimes the chair will come down here in the morning and it will be out to here, facing out the back window. And this is, that's a pretty significant distance, right? So for a chair to move that far, there's a lot of energy going into it if it is a ghost. The first few years, we just started saying, hey, like, okay, if the chair is looking out, that's towards the direction of the cemetery. Maybe the ghosts are looking out towards somebody that's still in the cemetery or that didn't cross, that's not in ghost form. We didn't know. But I tell this story to the historic family years later when they finally connected with me. And they were like, oh, you say the chair faces out back? I said, yeah. And they said, well, the train track's back there. I said, yeah. They said, well, this gentleman, Ed McSeany, who's connected in the Bowie family, lived and died here. Apparently, let me shake that down. There it is. Anyway, so Ed, apparently, when he was ailing, his one wish was that people would put him in a chair and move him to the window so he could watch the trains go by. And so I still think like he's got this firm grip on the chair here. I can just imagine him saying, I'm going to watch those trains. Right? All right, last thing I want to say in here. So here and right above us is where the lurker, people say, appears in the bedroom. It's a vertical line, right? Like from here straight up to that bedroom. Same place that's experiencing all this energy. So we don't really know why this space has those strong manifestations, but here's some conceived notions behind it. One, closest area to the cemetery, right? Two, this is the newer build on the house. Maybe they built on something they weren't supposed to. We don't know. The third thing is, technically this room is built on top of the roots of that tree. Yeah. So whatever energy can pull all of that tree energy and do its thing right here.
It's creating a pool.
So yeah. So a lot of people are not surprised at all that a chair can move in here, that you can see a full body man up in the green bedroom, that smells like cigar smoke kind of start resonating up there, it's just because there is this is the Bermuda Triangle of the house right here, okay? So you guys get it. And you guys already hear the story about the guy that escaped from the jail.
Yep.
Yeah, so basically, in a nutshell, there's no written evidence of that, just because, if a prisoner murders someone in your home, you may not necessarily want that in the papers. And in the 1980s, still, this was sort of like a notable residence, so I feel like that they did have that conversation, and they didn't report where this gentleman was killed. But we still think that here in the foyer, and if you look around at the house, because people have said, and again, I go back to the family, right? The Bowie family has all these history books, line by line documentation of every year of everything. The fact that they told me this happened, they don't have any reason to make that story up, right? They're not trying to make money. They're not trying to excite people. But Ben, who's the 90-year-old member of the family, was like, I just figured you would want to know this story and that other people might be interested. Also, if you look at the floor here, this faux marble floor is not from the 1800s, is not from the 1950s. This is like late 1980s, weird flooring. And if you go in the basement, same thing. You look up and the boards are brand new. So this has a story. An architect would also say this is a different story of the house. Early on, people started making contact with what they believed was a child spirit. There was a history tour here, so non-spooky related, and our friend Lynn was outside. She took a picture of the house, just regular picture. When she got home, she thought she saw something in the window, and she shows me this picture.
Oh my God.
And so if you look, you can kind of see it looks like a little girl there.
Kinda, that's clear as day.
Yeah, and in the right side, Shadow the cat curled up.
Oh my God.
Right?
I didn't even see
Isn't
the
that
cat
bad?
until you said that.
And then a group a few weeks ago said even if you turn it backwards, you can see her even clearer.
Oh, wow.
And then it's really great. See, look at the cat.
Yeah,
Right
the
there.
cat. Oh my goodness.
So you can see
Where
them.
was this picture taken?
So it's literally that kind of where the lights are.
The lights are
flickering.
flickering?
On the left side, right when you enter in. Crazy thing about, and again, the stories continue to develop. So Lily, the child spirit, people started getting this name Lily. In the cemetery, we don't have a Lily, but there's two graves for Elizas that are both little girls that passed away. So one was age 3, one was age 7. So all we could figure is, okay, maybe Lily was a nickname for Eliza. Welcome to the Tiki-easy. It is a tiki bar, speakeasy, tiki-easy.
Oh.
Tiki, I like it.
This is what's so cool. If you legitimately get a psychic that is tapped in, is connected, they will your mind is blown. Because they walk in here not knowing the history of the house, not researching. They come down here and they say, we're picking up on a gentleman, and this was a caretaker station for oil lamps, which would be sensible to be in a home like this where you're going to keep those lamps in the 1800s. So basically his workstation was somewhere around here, and he would put the lamps up and fill them at night and get them ready for the day. Well, according to them, normal, probably spring day, a little bit windy, a curtain blew to one of these lamps.
Whoops.
It caught on fire. The whole house just goes like that.
Wow.
Of course, everybody's running from the house, but they see this gentleman running as well, like everyone else is, and they're like, that's the oil keeper. He's the one that must have started this fire. So they don't know who was connected, but apparently they picked up that several men chased him down on horseback. They caught up to him, beat him up, threw him into the Patuxent River that's painted there in the foyer. So that river, which is nearby, and he essentially drowned from the injury, and he was just out of it. So wrongful murder. After they explained this story, they said, they had heard people, women specifically, were being affected in the green bedroom, that they're seeing this male presence standing, this eyeless man, which we called the lurker. So that's where the lurker, because he was just always lurking in the shadows or at a distance. So who is the lurker? That's what we wanted to get to the bottom of. They think that this gentleman basically appears to people, but not to do them harm. He appears to people who remind him of someone he may have known in his prior life. So this room, I like to laugh and say, like, the house came with spooky nods. So this bathroom, literally, I say, is the bathroom from the movie The Shining. It has the full green tile in it. So, was it room 237? So that's literally the same sink, the same color tub, everything. There are little nods in here to The Shining, like the typewriter, Stephen King books.
Oh, that.
And then, yeah, the
I
axe,
didn't even.
Oh.
just in case, but it's not real, so don't
Nice.
worry. Later, though, I found out that this, a lot of people started saying they were feeling a woman's presence in here, specifically after the pandemic. This bed would be made, there'd be like no one in here. The left side of the bed, it would look like somebody had slept in the bed, or like even there, it looks like, see, there's a little bit of something going on. Came to find out that this was Gladys Johnson's bedroom in the 1950s. Before that, it was the family birthing room. So this is where midwives would come, wait for the pregnant woman to like have the child. People wake up and they see a woman pacing at the foot of the room, so we don't know, is it a ghost of a midwife? Is it a ghost of a pregnant mother like trying to induce labor? People will see in the mornings like the window curtains will pull back like saying good morning. People will feel like a brush on their cheek, like a gentle mother's touch. They'll also say if they're on the right side of the bed, it sounds like someone gets in bed on the left side with them. If they're sleeping on the left side, sometimes they say it feels like someone is like sitting on them in the middle of the night because they're like getting into bed. So I don't know what's happening, but it's always like female energy in here.
Wow.
People would walk in here though and immediately feel like dizziness, uneasiness, pressure, confusion, tugging at their sleeves. There's a Washington Post writer that wrote this big article about spending the night in a haunted house in 2020 because there's nothing worse that could happen that year, so she came and stayed here. Great article. But people just feel something going on in here. This is where, in the early days, literally still trying to make this a wedding venue, that ghosts were like, we're not doing that. Again, like I said in Sam and Kobe though, haunted weddings, yes, absolutely. Yeah, people should come on. I mean, the ghost can be your flower girl. We got Lily and Eliza.
Amen.
So this was literally, there was a group here doing like a team retreat, and two women decided to stay in this room because they didn't want to hear ghost stuff, but they self-designated that the bear room was the haunted room. They're like, it's got a bear rug, it's got a vibe, that's a haunted bedroom. So I get a call and they're like, can you put an inflatable mattress in here? I was like, why do they want to stay in there? Like, okay, like I'll do it. And then this is their encounter. And again, they're here for a work retreat. They're not here for ghosts. They said, in 2019, Logan and I were sharing the conservatory and were in the midst of falling asleep. I experienced a visualization of a man, a figure with blackened out eyes. I began clenching the center of my chest, feeling a pressure. I shared my experience with Logan, immediately checking in to see what was happening for her. She too, in her mind's eye, saw this man and was clenching her chest as well. So what I think is unique is people had already had experiences, but at this point, multiple people were seeing the same thing at the same time, which is, some people might say a group hysteria or something, but ultimately, no. Like, something was wanting to make itself known. Pump. Don't be worried, that's a pump. This magician came in this room. He's a paranormalist as well. And he said, you say this is the most haunted room where people have a lot of, experiences happen, feelings. I said, yeah. He said, do you have a round object? And I said, I got a pool ball in there. He's like, go get it. So I did. I gave him the pool ball, and he said, watch this. Do you want to be the volunteer? Volunteer? He's a volunteer.
Sure.
You're it? Okay.
Sure.
So take this, and then don't roll it. Just set it, like, right here. And watch what happens. Step away from it. So you set that flat, and yet, wow, that's so crazy. So, no, that's crazier.
Oh my god.
So, the ball has a mind of its own. And, like, I'd say you can liken this, like, like So right now, let's give the scientific explanation, right? He said, right, I knew that if I walked in this room, if people are feeling uneasy, it's because your spidey senses are tingling. Everybody can walk in and maybe feel that a room has settled a bit, so it's not level. He said, but just because a room is not level doesn't mean it's not haunted. And in fact, because it's not level, it's not even, there's no perfect angles in this room, which is true. You measure the ceiling, it's not a 90-degree angle here. Spaces like this are super conducive to ghosts. They love spaces that aren't quite perfect, and it allows them to move more frequently through them. Again, too, we're right above where that chair, this is literally, right down there is that chair that moves, right? And then this is the instance that happens here. So, all right, so it moved on its own, but if you were allowing and you're communicating with the spirit and asking it questions, the spirit can control like what that ball is doing. So if you're to designate like yes or no questions, if you're to like say like, are you someone here like trying to talk to me? It does different things at different times. Sometimes it comes right back to the spot at the foot of the bed where the lurker is said to stand. Sometimes it will just totally roll out of the way. Sometimes it'll go under here and just stay. But it's really unique. And like Sophie had a crazy, I mean, in that moment too, like what's not captured, because I think Sam had to run downstairs and get something else. So me and Colby and Sophie are in here, and like it just kept going all around. That's why when he got back for that next, we were already like freaking out because we were like, there's something happening. That was the first time I'd ever experienced it, like doing some of these crazy maneuvers. Because
even this here, because it's if when he sets it down, it rolls this way. You can be like, oh, okay, well the floor is not level, sure, but the fact that it stops, turns around, and comes back,
and then stops.
And then stops, right.
And in different places. Like sometimes it'll go all the way to where you are, and sometimes it'll come back. Sometimes it'll go all the way to you are and just go to the end of the house like you would expect. So it's like something's going on.
That's so weird.
Yeah. So I think something too is pretty aware that like we know it's here, so it wants to say, well, I'll show you. I'm around. Like I'll do stuff with this ball. But anyway, yeah. Totally different.
Not at the same spot.
Totally.
That is so weird.
It's going to where you were. Look at that, it followed you.
Oh my god.
See, the rolling back doesn't make
Any sense.
scientific sense.
Look, it's a different spot.
And it stops
Right where I was standing.
Yeah.
Right where I was standing.
Oh no.
That's trippy. And it's a 13 ball. Oh, good job. Yeah.
Hey,
Good job, you brought that in.
I just grabbed the one on top. So.
hey, that's the good luck ball right there.
Back
Or-
from dinner, back from our tour.
All of us. Yes. Now, what are we about to do? You know what time it is.
It's that time.
Oh, is it?
It's wheel spin time.
Also, she wanted to be on the wheel.
Yes, Olivia's on the wheel, and all the pieces of the pie.
You got a nice pink color.
Yay.
Look at you.
All the pieces of the pie are equal.
Which is, it's been a minute.
And I had the last solo at the infirmary at Penhurst, so here goes.
Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. It's gonna be on the screen.
Yeah, it'll be on the screen. No shot. No shot.
Well,
Back to back.
You were the one that was saying it wasn't even that great of a solo on the last one.
Told you it was bad luck.
All right, well.
Well, the fates have decided, and we are free. I know when you're rolling.
I'm rolling. All right, you guys have fun.
So you got an hour? Hold on, let me.
Go ahead and start the timer.
You're at 9:50. Should we wait 2 minutes and give you an even till 11 o'clock? Hold on, I got it.
We can do the. You're just gonna do the timer, I think.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
And
All right.
an hour has started. Have fun.
Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Oh boy. All right. Well, somehow I drew the short stick again, back to back this time, and I am going to be alone inside Linville Manor for an hour. So, what I'm going to do is grab the dead bell off the table.
and start in the ballroom, I think. So there's this chair right here. That is said to move on its own across the room. So we're just going to turn the dead bell on and just see. If there's anybody in the ballroom with me, could you ring that bell that I just placed on the chair? I think I'm also going to go ahead and turn on Spirit Talker.
I died in a sword fight.
I died in a sword fight.
People keep running.
People keep running.
I'm outside.
Oh my god, dude, this is cranking them out.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Alter.
Alter. I'm in airplane mode, and it's just pumping them out like this. This is wild.
She pushed.
She pushed. Whoa, okay, that's from the AC. I was like, there's a breeze, a crazy breeze just now, but it's from the air conditioning unit.
She doesn't like you.
She doesn't like me. Who's she? And why doesn't she like me? So much heartache. I'm going to leave that bell on the chair. You have power? Can you show me your power by ringing that bell?
Happy. We're
Okay.
in peace.
Wow. This is just,
Resilience.
the amount that this is spitting out right now in this room is insane. Absolutely insane. My phone is on airplane mode, so there's no way whatsoever that there's any outside interference cranking these out. I've never seen it crank out responses this quickly.
Hello, new friends.
Hello, my name is Murray. Can you tell me your name? I'm going to leave the bell on that chair over there. Anytime you want to go over
That
to
was
it and
me.
ring it, you can ring it, okay? I'm going to explore a little more.
Regina.
Regina.
Question.
Question? Do you have a question?
Don't go back there.
Don't go back there. Don't go back where?
Attach.
No, you can't attach. I am in the overlook room right now. Just to kind of give a bearing of where I am. Is there anybody here with me right now? Incidental? Can you tell me your name? Warmer? Are there any members of the Bowie family here? Huh? Are there any spirits that would like to communicate with me in the overlook room? Does this look like I could sit on it? Yeah. Whoa, that was a weird breath. It was like a... Something came through and it was like a... like a breath. Can you tell me your name? Can you come through this device and tell me your name? No. That was like a whispered no. I think I'm gonna keep walking around a little bit. Just kind of explore. This is supposed to be the, I think it's called the non-believer's bathroom. I guess stuff happens in here that would make non-believers believe. We go through here. Ooh, that's creepy. It's all blacked out. This is a billiards room. Over in this area, this room, is said to be where the lurker is. In here. That ball hasn't moved. The amount of mirrors and weird, creepy dolls. This place is absolutely insane. If there's anyone in this room, can you make yourself known? Can you knock on something? Or give me a sign otherwise that you are here? Something going on outside. I keep hearing things. Like outside. Like right outside. Right down. What the fuck is that? I can't tell what the fuck that noise is. I gotta figure out where the fuck this noise is coming from. I go down here, over to the right, oh, it's right above. Hello? It sounded like... That's what it sounded like. What the fuck? And I heard that right... So, right where I'm standing, right above me is the room that I was in. And I swear the dead bell just went off. Hello? Did somebody just sit down? So the room that I was just in is directly above where I'm standing right now. And what I think I was hearing sounded like somebody messing with the deadbolt lock. Because it sounded like it was out the window and down. But it could have been this deadbolt. Can you set that bell off again? Dude, right as I was walking away, it goes again? Can you make that bell go off again now that I'm paying attention to it? It's so crazy. Each time that I, like... Focus on me. Like, the first time it went off, I was talking about the door, and then I started walking away and it went off again. Can you make it go off while I am paying attention to it? Can you set it off right now? Let me know that you're here. I'd like to have a conversation with you. All right, I'm gonna walk. If that thing goes off again, it's gonna freak me out. Do I go back upstairs? Yeah, I think I do. Dude, there's no way. There's no way I'm hearing that noise again. From the same room. I don't know if the microphone is going to pick that up. I don't think the microphone's going to pick that up. But it sounds like exactly what I just demonstrated downstairs in the ballroom with the lock. I think I'm going to go down into the lounge, which is the room next to the ballroom. And that's kind of like where we were just kind of chilling earlier today. But we were getting a ton of activity just sitting there. So I think I'm going to just kind of sit in there and run some spirit box. Let's try this again, shall we?
Xbox. Scanning. FM.
An escaped? There's a story about an escaped prisoner. Is this the prisoner that escaped? Yes. Like a screaming yes. Can you tell me your name? Alex? Is the escaped prisoner that was shot here with me right now? Perhaps. Perhaps. On the floor? Candidate? Candidate? Like Calvin Johnson? Is Calvin Johnson or Gladys here with me? He's in fact. He is in fact. It just said Calvin Johnson. No f***ing way. Oh my God, dude. I don't know if he died here though. We just had the tour, I can't remember. I know there's a member of the, I think it was the Bowie family that died here, but I don't know if Calvin Johnson, the politician. Is Eliza or Lily here? I'm not. Nothing clean is coming through now. This statue keeps staring at me. It is so creepy. You gotta see this. It's just in the dark with this candle next to it. Just, here, hold on. Just staring at me in the dark with that candle. Yeah, that's creeping me out. Is there anyone down in the basement? I think I'm gonna go back upstairs and see what I can find.
You are joyful.
Thank you. Try to be.
Pandemonium.
Pandemonium.
We're here.
We're here. See, this is what I'm talking about. I go upstairs and automatically it's...
No, that's wrong.
Oh my God, dude.
Teenager.
What? Are you saying that I look like a teenager, or is this a teenager
Jessica.
that I'm speaking to? Jessica? Is there a teenager?
Residual energy.
This is actually insane. This is actually insane. As soon as I walk up the stairs, the second I come back upstairs, it is pumping out responses again. The energy is just different. I think I'm gonna sit in the foyer for a bit. It stopped right after I mentioned that it was pumping him out again. It stopped. That's interesting. I'm going to grab this static. So that'll pick up on static EMF. Francis. Hello, Francis. So basically, if that picks up on static electricity, it's going to light up a ring of different colors around it. Oh, that picked up. That picked up something. Oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Holy shit. Holy shit, holy shit. What the f***? I just got chills all around me. Wow. That thing rarely goes off. You're in the corner. What corner? Holy shit. The corner. He's in the corner. Gratitude. I am thankful. Thank you for giving me signs that you're here. I don't have much time left on my own here. The rest of the group is going to join me here in a few minutes, I think. Yep, pretty soon. There's footsteps upstairs. Hello? Again from this direction. Dude. Again, where I was standing downstairs. Again, where I was standing downstairs. The footsteps are coming from over my head on that side of the house. Something is really active on that side of the house. Spirit Talker just said something. I missed it. I'm going to come down and see. You're okay here. That's what I was saying before. I feel like it's okay here. It's not like doesn't seem to be anything bad. Maybe I stand right here on the landing. Can you walk again? I'm closer to you now. I think I'll be able to hear it better. Hierarchy. Hierarchy. Can you try and walk again so that I can hear you? It came from this way, where the lurker is said to be. But there's also said to be a trickster. So I'm wondering if this trickster is sending me all over the place. That's definitely what it is. That's exactly what it is. There's no reason that I'd be hearing things all around the house in different places. There's no way. again, I don't think there's anything bad here or malicious. I think there is that trickster who's been sending me all around the house. But I mean, those are just games, really. Those are just games. There's really nothing in the basement. I didn't feel anything in the basement. If anything, the basement felt a little bit lighter than the rest of the house, which is weird and totally backwards. Totally backwards as to what, like, we normally feel at places, so.
We are walking in. Why?
I knew you were gonna do that. I was like, no, you're quiet.
Man was definitely timing that. How was it? I heard you a couple times.
Dude, let's cut the lights on so I can see where I am.
That review. I'm glad you got the scare in there for a transition video.
I do think between all the initial arrival, the history, and this solo, I think this is going to be a two-parter for sure. So we're going to take a break right now.
Let things charge up.
Let things charge up. That's going to be the end of this episode. Subscribe and turn the bell on so you know when the next one comes. What'd you do? Did you just wave?
He just waved.
All right. Well,
All right.
see you on the next one.